the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Defense showing blitz here. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Caught. Turning it on. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The give to the left. And some room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense heads back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The sure hands, it's Anthony.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Card in the backfield. It's Moore.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Moore. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They try to pop a run on the draw. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator.
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20 to nothing, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
21-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to swing it on second down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Blue Devils. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. That's caught. It's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up.
Got room on the return.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. Turning it on. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. The screen. He's got wheels. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Baxter.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got a chance. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw to the outside is complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fit it in the window for the score.
Number 1.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
35-7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Catch in the middle. It's King. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Blue Devils. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Runs through the tackle. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running behind that left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.